Hello students, I'm going to work out this problem from Handout 3A for Algebra 110. So we have the equation negative 2 equals 8 times x plus 7 minus 7x minus 9. Okay, and I'm going to give you a reminder of the steps that I like to follow up in order to solve equations. The first thing to get rid of, I call it step 0 because you don't always have those, but that's fractions. So you get rid of the fractions first. The next thing that you want to get rid of are grouping symbols or parentheses. Okay, the next thing that you're going to get rid of are going to be additions and subtractions. So this is sending all the letters to the left side and all the numbers to the right side. The next thing to get rid of are going to be multiplications and divisions. Okay, so you can follow these steps and then you'll be able to solve an equation very simply. There's an extra step in here for exponents. But since we're not working with exponents, you're not gonna bump into any exponents, okay? So let's start getting rid of fractions. There's no fractions, so that's gone. And now I have to get rid of the parentheses. And in order to get rid of a parenthesis, you have to multiply everything inside the parentheses times whatever's in front of the parentheses. Okay, so for the first parenthesis, I'm gonna multiply a times everything, every single term inside, and -1 or a negative sign times everything inside the parentheses. Okay, so I'm going to start again. That's -2 or -2 equals. And the first multiplication is going to be 8 times x. That's 8x. And then 8 times 7. That's 56. Distributive property. And I'm going to do the same thing to with the second parenthesis and the negative sign. So a negative or a -1 times a +7. That's going to make it a -7x. And then a negative sign or a -1 or -1 times -9, that's going to be a +9. So can you see that having a negative sign in front of a parenthesis makes every sign inside the parenthesis change? So the original sign for the 7x is a positive and for the 9 is a negative, and it looks like they change into negative and positive. Okay, so that's getting rid of the parentheses. In between each of these steps, if you can, you have to combine like terms in between each of these steps if possible on both sides of the equation. So I'm just going to leave the -2 on the left side. We're not doing anything to that. Like terms to combine is going to be 8x minus 7x. So 8 minus 7, that's going to be use 1x. And then I'm also combining the numbers. So 56 plus 9. And 56 plus 9 should be 65. Okay, you add those two numbers. Now the next thing to get rid of is going to be, we're done with the parentheses. Now addition and subtraction. So we have to send all the numbers to one side and all the letters to the other side. So we have to choose. At this point, I believe it's easier to get rid of this 65, send it to the left side, and that's gonna make all the numbers be in the left and all the letters be in the right side. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So how do I get rid of a +65? You have to do the opposite operation, and if you do that to the right side, you have to do that to the left side. Okay, now combining like terms, or those cancel out. I'm gonna add the numbers in the left side, so that's -2 plus -65, or -2 minus 65 is the same thing. Those two numbers are negative, so I'm just gonna keep the negative sign and add the values. So you have a debt of $2, and then you add a debt of $65, then you have a debt of $67. And on the right side, all that remains is going to be x. So it looks like we arrived to our value of x. X equals -67. And this should be the answer to this problem. Remember that if you have any question, just let me know the problem number or the handout where the problem is, and then I can go ahead and work those out for you.